I grew up, my grandparents had a farm in Prosser. He was a pharmacist, but he had a little 10-acre cherry block. And so I got to grow up, fixing irrigation lines, moving hand lines, spraying during the summer, and then harvesting in the fall. And plants were always something I was very interested in. I just always liked growing stuff, even from a young age. This just kind of fit. I think worst job in the cherry orchard was hanging bird tape, flagging tape for birds during the summer months when, we're getting ready to start harvesting and the crows and everything else come in and start chewing our cherries up. I think probably the most fun part was harvest. I think anybody would tell you the most fun's always harvest. You get to see all the benefits and reap the rewards of what you've worked on for the season. And going into college, I felt like I wanted to do something else. I think subconsciously just went as far away as I could from ags and tried to go into physical therapy. About a year into that, I realized that it definitely wasn't for me, and an office job wasn't in my future. And that kind of clicked me back into the ag thing, which led me to getting an enology internship. That's where I really got the interest into grapes. Basically, the internship was us digging out tanks, racking tanks, doing inoculations, stuff like that. And then, a couple days throughout our internship, we got to go out with the winemaking team and visit the vineyards. And that was where I really got that aha moment, like, this is what I want to do. And really it was, just getting into that Connors program and diving into all the hort classes they offered, finishing the chems, the O-chems, just to have the good science background as well. But a lot of it was hort management, greenhouse management, bramble management, that kind of stuff. And that those classes were the ones I felt prepped me for being outside of college versus, your standard science classes, which you do, everybody needs those, that background if you're gonna go into something like this. But that, hands-on experience where we got to take field trips out to real vineyards, meet growers. I remember meeting Roger Gamache when I was 23 or something like that. And it was really cool to see a grower firsthand, and he was, happy and proud of his grapes and was very, hands-on with what he was doing and what he was showing us. And luckily I got hired 2 weeks after I graduated. So I went out on just job boards and was just looking for specifically viticulture jobs. That's what I was looking for. And there was a few, I'd find internship jobs and, vit internship jobs, more enology internship jobs, but I wanted, I didn't want an internship anymore. I wanted to be a full-time employee for somebody. And I felt like I had the, the skills growing up and then now what I've learned in school to be that person for somebody. What we're working on now is just mechanizing as much as we can. And for a small outfit like us, we can't justify mechanizing everything, so we have to do the little parts when we can do them. So whether it's, going through another weed spray pass versus sending in a mechanical cultivator or people to do hand hoeing or something like that, or manual sucker removal, or whether it's, we bought a couple years ago, we bought a pre-pruner, which saves us about, a week worth of pruning time, just because we're getting that, top little bit of the canes off that wire, which they can come along and just clip really fast. So that's been a big bonus for us. But mechanization is, I think, definitely the big one going forward that a lot of growers are gonna have to figure out a way to implement. A good IPO program is crucial for everybody that's out here farming grapes. If you're not, you're just either spending a lot of money or you're incurring a lot of damage in your crop. So I think if you want to go into any kind of farming, you have to have a little bit of IPM on you. But I think someone who's in college right now looking to get into this industry, I think looking at mechanization and looking how we can remotely control our equipment when we don't need to be there, whether that's automating irrigation systems, automating tractors, optical eyes so the driver doesn't have to manually spray each plant. That's a lot of stuff that growers will adopt and are going to adopt in the next few years. And I think there's a huge demand for that in the market right now, no doubt.